Like any modern car, minivans have a lot of specs, details, and facts. But what really sells a car like this isn't a 0 to 60 time or even often fuel economy. We're looking at things like features. That's what really sells a minivan, is what you can cram into it, what you can offer modern parents. And so with looking at this brand new 2011 Honda Odyssey, we thought we'd forego the typical review style article, and we thought we'd look at exactly what's in here. And what better way to do that than on the top level Touring Elite trim, which prices out at just over a rather extensive $43,000. What you get for that is a lot of nice items like, there's some great side opening doors like that. So let's come on inside and have a look at the car, and we'll show you everything it's got. Now those power sliding rear doors that you see there are standard on EX trim levels, which is pretty much the mid-level trim, and they can be opened with either the key fob, which is great when you're walking out of the grocery store or something, or with buttons on the dash, so you can even close them up once you've got the kids in there. Those are a great option. There's a lot of room back here, and as you can see, got two baby seats in here. Just got back from a nice family vacation to see the in-laws. So sitting back here, my daughter, along with enjoying her My Little Ponies, she thoroughly enjoyed the 16.2-inch rear entertainment system, which delivers some very impressive 5.1-inch Dolby Surround. Now, Honda really prides themselves on being innovators in the minivan segment, and that's definitely true with this latest 2011 Odyssey. They've taken a unique approach to the second row seating, and it's actually the first minivan you can put 3 child seats side by side. It actually has 3 latch positions, and it's safe to do so, and they actually fit. Now, Honda did this by making the car a little bit wider, but more importantly, they use this innovative structure for the middle seats. They all come apart, and you can actually see here, while we try and close this down, it's really kind of getting caught, and it's hard to get past the sides here. But if you just go down here, you pull this little thing, you slide the it up, and it moves out, and then there's more space. So then when you lift it up, there's a significantly more space. And the only reason that worked in the first place is because I've already done it on the other side, which is particularly important, especially you can see the sort of toddler seat on the other side comes with its own armrest, makes it a lot bulkier and larger, and you definitely wouldn't be able to fit 3 of those side by side in a conventional minivan. So the great advantage of this is that you don't necessarily have to put 3 kids side by side, but that you can put the 2 side by side like we've got here, and then when you want to get into the back, you still can. So you just hop into the back, you slide that all the way forward, and while it's not incredibly roomy, there's still space. And what's unique with Honda is there's actually enough at 6'1". I've got about 1 inch in front of my knees, and that's with this seat all the way back. And when you're back here, it's nice and comfortable. You got some nice blinds. You can put up some shades, and you can see here your controls. You can plug in an actual 115-volt outlet here, and it's got your RCA cables here. And on the other side, you've got your great HDMI input. So it's actually spacious and luxurious even in the 3rd row. Now, when it comes to minivans, there is one specification that matters, and no, that's not horsepower. We're talking about cargo room, or cubic feet. Now, in the back here, we're looking at just over 38 cubic feet of space. When you consider a midsize sedan is typically 14 cubic feet, that's a lot. And that's really attributable to this really large recessed area in the back. Now, if you want to expand that, Honda's got their Magic Seat system, which they've sort of simplified from past years and made even easier to do. Now, you got to give it a real strong tug, and you do that. Headrests like to pop out and stop you from being able to do it. You just push it, and they slide in. And then you're looking at a total of about just over about 93 cubic feet of space, and as you can see, that's a lot. Now, with Honda's rear Magic Seats, they really worked hard in this latest generation Odyssey to make them easier to use. You actually just slap them up like that. It's pretty easy. It's actually amazing how little effort it requires, because it was actually quite a bit of effort to get them into the down position. You just grab them, pull them up, and they don't require a lot of extra upper body strength. And you've got, of course, more convenience features, the nice power rear liftgate, which is excellent. And then, of course, you've got the power rear doors. You just press a button, and the doors close for you, nice and simple. Now, you can see here the design of the vehicle. Honda's been critiqued a little bit about it for this sort of busy design back here, but one of the advantages is, compared to, say, the Toyota Sienna, there's actually a lot of rear window space in the back. You don't feel like you're in a coffin. It's actually quite nice. You can't tell here because it's all been blacked out, but it's actually pretty decent back there when we were sitting there before. With all these incredible features, don't expect to get away with a brand new Honda Odyssey for $20,000. It's just not going to happen. In fact, All of the items we've mentioned here on the top level Touring Elite trim will cost you $43,250. You're talking about a luxury sedan pretty much, but in reality, it has a lot of great luxury sedan features, from a nav system to leather seats to doors that open and close at the push of a button like a Rolls-Royce Ghost does. So can you really complain for $43,250? If you're on a budget, you can get into an Odyssey for $27,800. More reasonably, however, look at a EX mid-level trim level with leather. You're talking $34,450. That'll get you a lot of the great features we mentioned. No TVs in the back, but a lot of everything with the leather and a quality buy.